These are the ones that are most important for Amazon in terms of brand registry. So just a bit about, basic trademarks. Every day, a new brand enters the market. So these are a lot of very common brands. We all know, some of these are word marks, obviously. Some are composite marks in terms of their word and design in one. There are so many different types of marks out there, but they're very clearly a representation of a particular company and a particular brand. So what is a trademark? The purpose of a trademark is to act as a badge of origin for a trader's unique goods or services in the marketplace. So trademarks, which are simply descriptive, will have difficulty achieving this. And this is because other traders are more likely to need to use those particular types of marks to refer to their goods or services rather than actually identifying the unique trade source. So, for example, Apple. Apple is a very, very distinctive mark because it sells computers, and IT goods. If Apple was selling fruit, you wouldn't be able to get it through because other traders need to use the term Apple in their, common course of trade. And it's also descriptive of the goods. So if your mark is just merely a description of what you're selling, you will find it really difficult to get over the line. It also must be capable of identifying and distinguishing your products over other traders. So that's why it can't be very similar to other marks on the register. And the term products there, it encompasses both goods and services. A trademark is different to a trade name because a trade name cannot be registered as a trademark unless it also functions as a trademark. So it has to basically be capable of identifying and distinguishing the products over other traders. For example, Apple Computer Inc. owns Apple Computers. So one is a trade name, one is a trademark. In Australia, you register your trademarks with IP Australia, and the requirements are set out in the Trademarks Act. You have to choose specific goods or services. There is no such thing as filing in a category or a niche. So I know some people might get frustrated with me when I say, well, I need some more details about your product. And they say, oh, it's homewares. Well, homewares covers about 3 different classes. So you need to know exactly what the product is to be able to get the best protection. Trademarks are registered for 10 years from the filing date, but they are renewable every 10 years. So effectively, you can keep a trademark going indefinitely. You just have to keep paying the renewal fee every 10 years. So once your trademark is registered, you can stop anyone else using a similar mark for similar goods and services. That's the qualifier. So let's just say that, for example, you're covering IT goods and someone comes out with Apple sportswear and you're not covered for Apple sportswear in your registration. You cannot claim infringement of the trademark because you're not protected in that class. You can try and seek, remedies under common law by saying, oh, it's passing off and things like that. But that's a lot harder and it's a lot more expensive and it's a lot slower. So an actual trademark registration is a very quick and easy way to also protect your brand. You don't want to have to try and rely on common law. It's painful. You actually must use your trademark within 3 years of the date of the trademark on the register. Otherwise, it may be vulnerable for non-use. So what that means is it goes on the register, it's advertised, etc. If someone comes along and tries to register their own mark and they get an objection saying, oh, actually, this mark has been on the register previously, and you do a little bit of digging and you find out that actually they haven't used it. It's like, I cannot find that mark anywhere at any time. You can file a non-use action and request for it to be withdrawn. I actually did that for one of the AOE clients. It was it was the first time that I'd done it in, I don't know, about 10 years. But that their mark was something that previously registered that they wanted. And we did some digging, found out that hadn't been used. So we filed non-use and they took it over, which was good. As I said, some legal protection may be available for unregistered trademarks under common law, but it's just a harder process. And with Amazon, you'd have zero chance, basically, unless you've got a registered mark, because that's all, the robots at the end want to know that the trademark number, that's about it. There is a thing called the Madrid System, which basically you file one application initially, which is called your priority application or your base application, and that can be in any of the countries that are a party to the Madrid Protocol. So, for example, you file in Australia. If you then wish to file in a whole bunch of other countries, you can file what's called a Madrid Protocol application, and it has to be done within 6 months. And there are up to sort of 113 territories and 97 member countries that potentially you could file in. The catch there is that a Madrid Protocol is charged in Swiss francs. So depending on the exchange rate, it actually may end up costing you more to do that than filing in individual countries. It is also a little dangerous in that if for some reason your base application, so if you filed in Australia first and then you went in Europe, UK, Canada, Mexico, US, etc., if your Australian application fell over for some reason, it was objected to and never got registered, all of the other ones fall over as well. So they are intimately linked together. So it has a lot of positives because it's just one application, but it has some risks, let's just say. So you need to be pretty confident that your base application is going to get up before you go down that track.
Hey, this is Neil-Asher from the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We help people just like you start your own successful business, selling things online, whether that's through Amazon, Shopify, eBay, whatever it may be. We've got the tools that you need to help you succeed online. Whether you're a complete beginner or indeed a professional making millions of dollars, we can certainly help you. By the way, we've helped over 2,500 people right now here in Australia, as well as right around the world. We've got sales in our members community of over $50 million. If you'd like to find out how we did that and come and join us, get yourself off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. The link is in the description. That's aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au, and I will see you on the inside.